Salvete omnes, this is Amelia, also known as TheMartianGeek, and welcome back to another episode of Mega Man 5. In the last episode, we found out that under some circumstances, explosives actually aren't all that harmful or threatening. And we will now move on to Waveman stage. Waveman is indeed the water-themed boss of this game, if you couldn't guess already. Kind of an interesting design on him. That anchor kind of emblem on his... Well, I guess it's more of a trident emblem on his head. And he has a harpoon, which, as you can imagine, will come into play during the boss fight. But anyway, the thing about Waveman stage is it does serve as the game's water stage, but you're never actually underwater during this one. You can see all the water over there and these little... purple gas spouts. Also, if you jump up here and take this right pipe up here, it'll drop you here and you can get a 1-up, but watch out for that. You can tell because there are cracks in the floor, and if you get too close to the crack, then that spray of purple gas will come up. I think your water supply might be polluted there, and that was not a very good job of avoiding that thing. Also, we had these little... Well, I guess we saw those back in Gyroman stage. Also, bubbles! Yes, here, there are two different kinds of bubbles that constantly spawn from, those little holes down there. I think I just screwed up. Yeah, I did. The little bubbles will pop after you stand on them for a bit, and the big bubbles will just keep right on going. Don't know what those bubbles are made out of, but... maybe it's like aerogel or something like that. Incredibly light, but quite sturdy. Just a few more jumps, and here. And yes, spikes. Nice mountain scenery there. And now for the main part of the stage, and main gimmick, the jet ski. Yeah, you can't really... You can move left and right here, and you can jump and shoot, but the screen's basically continuously auto-scrolling, and ow. Also, enemies will come up behind you. And that is one of the three hardest parts about this section. The second one we'll get to in a minute here. Dang it, I swear I jumped that. Also, yes, dolphins. They are annoying too. But now, we have a sub-boss. And I guess this thing isn't that hard, but... personal space buster. You have to hit it in that little green thing on its forehead. But after having defeated the mid-boss... more enemies. Lots of dolphins. But you probably want to stay a little closer to the left side of the screen here, because the letter for the Mega Man 5 letter is in this section of this stage, and it's very easy to miss. And if you do miss it, you don't get another shot at it, because of the auto-scroll. There it is. Good. Well, even if I die, at least I don't have to worry about getting that again, and I am very likely to die here. Yeah. That sucked. But I didn't realize that it automatically scrolls to the end of that section when you die. That's interesting. Okay, so yes, we have all of the letters except the second M in Mega Man. Now let's see if we can't do a little better at this jet ski segment here. Oh yeah, and you can't pause. You cannot pause while you're on this thing, so you can't use your special weapons. Actually, I don't know if you could if you started off with one, but I assume it would switch you back to the Mega Buster. Not that most of them would be that helpful there or here anyway. But you also can't use sub-tanks, so if you're having trouble against the mid-boss or anything like that, you're kind of just gonna have to grin and bear it. Oh yeah, and you can't charge your shots, of course. Oh, well, it got one hit in on me. Let's hope that's the only one. Yes, it is, unless I get hit a whole lot of times during this next section. Screen, you can reappear now. Okay. Didn't didn't realize you actually had to go all the way to the right side there to trigger that. Those darn dolphins are just so hard to predict and dodge when the screen's auto-scrolling and they're jumping, and at least nothing in this section takes more than a couple shots to destroy. Especially since I can't use my charged buster. Also, nice parallax effect in the background once again. Mega Man 5 really made good use of the NES's background capabilities, despite it only having one actual background layer. Okay, now we're done. If only I'd taken that few hits the first time, I could have saved myself a life. Now there's this enemy. Just kind of chilling out in front of the boss gate there. And speaking of boss gate, it's already boss time. That stage was short and not very time-consuming. Now, Waveman is another one of those that shouldn't be that hard, but I probably suck at fighting him too. Apparently, as long as you don't move after he lands, you'll never make the water wave come up directly under you. But I don't know. As usual, charge shots pretty much wreck him, so... yeah, that was a boss battle. Those are Waveman's only real attacks. He can make that spout of water come up from the floor, and he can shoot his harpoon at you. And he can jump, if you count that as an attack. But anyway, cool sounding boss, or weapon get music, and we didn't change color that much, but we have Water Wave. It's another ground-based weapon. And yeah, I know I didn't demonstrate the new weapons in Waveman stage either, but that wasn't a very good stage to demonstrate weapons, honestly. In any case, with Waveman down, we have only one Robot Master to go. So, we'll take care of him next time. I'll see you then.